Warning! If you might be offended by foul language or off-color jokes, now is the time to kindly fuck off.
Hello and welcome to a special episode of the Londoner Calling Pubcast. As always, I am joined with my co-host Barry Tate. Barry, thank you for being here. Today we have a special episode. We're going to have three members of the Dallas Sidekicks joining us, talking about their season that's currently going on, the ending to it, and just life in Dallas, more about soccer and playing here and stuff like that.
And adjusting to from playing outdoor soccer to indoor soccer.
Yeah,
because there is a lot of difference. They didn't just get out there and it
No.
was immediate. They had to learn.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the nuances of that, their journeys in soccer, the Dallas area itself. It's a really exciting bonus episode
And
for y'all.
you're going to meet three really nice blokes.
Yep, they are. They could not be nicer.
And
They
two
really did it.
shitbags.
Yeah, and us. So make sure to stay tuned. That'll be coming up right now. Hello and welcome to a special Londoner Calling Pubcast episode. My name is Ben Drabick, joined as always with Barry Tate, and today we have three special guests from the local professional arena soccer team, the Dallas Sidekicks. Gentlemen, would y'all like to introduce yourselves, maybe say what position you play and how long you've been with the team? You can start wherever you want.
I'll start. My name is Moises Hernandez. I've been playing with the Sidekicks this is my first season for a few months now, but professionally, I would say it's my 14th year. So I've been playing professional soccer for 13 years outdoor.
Okay.
I'm locally born and raised here in Dallas, but my parents are from Guatemala.
Okay.
So I have that background also.
All right, and what position you play?
I'm a defender.
Defender? Okay, sweet.
Yeah. And Chris here, a.k.a. Cri CriX. It's my second year with the Sidekicks. Yeah, pretty much it.
Albert Rodriguez, I'm a forward. This is my second year, and just enjoying the game.
Yeah, is that Mr. Cri CriX or just like Cri CriX?
Cri CriX.
Just Cri CriX, no
CriX.
Mr. All right.
Yeah,
If I was a defender with the ball and I'm coming at you and I'm trying to get past you, okay, does me and the ball get past you or just one of us?
Just if the ball
You can take
I
it.
you'll
guess
pass,
him?
if you
Yes,
got
him.
No, because I said we've had it before in England. We would sort the ball or the player, not both. Okay.
both won't pass for sure.
You sure it's still the same?
Yeah, I got a blue card yesterday for something similar.
Good, I'm proud of
Blue
you.
cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about that because I know
Yeah.
that's new and our audience might not be familiar. Explain what a blue card is.
Well, you can probably explain it better than me because, like I said, I'm fresh to the indoor game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so him, aggressive, but
Yeah.
quality.
You got to,
For
yeah.
sure, yeah.
But so what is a blue card?
Yeah, so blue card, it's like, if it's a hard foul, he has to sit out for 2 minutes.
Okay,
And
so
then the other team has a power play.
so it's
which
essentially like hockey.
Like hockey.
Yeah, kind of like hockey.
Yeah.
And this is a new rule that they're implementing, trying it at the arena level before they potentially take it
No,
big.
I think it's been like that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard the rumors that they were talking about that in bigger leagues, but I think they were shut
Oh, you
down.
know what? I think they're trying to do that blue card in outdoor.
on outdoor, I saw that. Yeah.
Right? It's like 10
So-
minutes or something like that.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't looked it up. I saw that they're trying to do something.
It is kind of
Yeah,
crazy. Do y'all as players enjoy that rule or not like that rule? I'm not trying to get you in trouble here with anything.
When
but-
the other team does it, or when the other team gets a blue card,
Yeah.
of course, because it's
Yeah, that's a great call. That's a great call.
We're up with players,
For
so.
indoor, I think it's good. For indoor,
Okay.
for sure. But for outdoor, I wouldn't implement that for outdoor at all. For me, I think they'll change the game
Yeah.
so much. I wouldn't enjoy that. I wouldn't
When
like
you
it.
say outdoor, you mean like Sunday league football? Or
When I'm talking
just-
about professional 11v11 football,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
because there's rumors that they want to implement that in 11v11 football now. So,
sure.
yeah.
And so now you mentioned the difference between outdoor and indoor. I want to talk to y'all about that a little bit more too. Obviously, you two have 2 years of experience playing on the Sidekicks. This is your 1st year, but what is, in your opinion, the biggest jump from going from outdoor soccer to indoor soccer?
I think just the speed of play. It's a lot faster. You don't really have that much. How can I say it?
Like time on the ball?
Yeah, time on the ball. Yeah, a lot faster. Cause I'm the player that I grew up playing outdoor all my life, and I'm the type of player to just take space and take people on. Can't really do that indoor. So it's like pass and move. And
Very tiki-taka, if you will.
very,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's a totally different game, I'll tell you that. I played outdoor my whole life, and just like going into the indoor game last year, I had to learn. It's like if I was learning a new sport.
Really? Just
Almost,
completely
yeah,
new
like
sport?
completely new sport. Yes, like you have to know how to utilize the walls. You have to be able to know that, hey, if they push you into the wall, it's a blue card for them. Like
Yeah.
you have to know how to read
Try to sell
angles.
that maybe?
Like angles is a big thing in indoor. Like if you know how to read those angles when you're a striker, like you're gonna score a lot of goals.
All right. All right. So I know you said you were from the Dallas area, right? Are y'all both from the Dallas area as well?
Yeah.
So what does, and obviously I know, funny enough, we talked a little bit off camera here about soccer and watching soccer. I know that y'all said you really don't watch too much soccer, but you did mention, Albert, that you are a big sports fan in the Dallas area. I just want to talk to you about what is the Dallas sports culture like, and how do the Sidekicks kind of play into that?
Well, I mean, Dallas. I mean, if you're a Dallas fan,
Yeah.
like if you're raised, born in Dallas, you're gonna like the Mavericks.
Yeah.
You're gonna like the Stars, the Rangers, the Cowboys,
America's
right?
team, of
America's
course,
team,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I mean, the Sidekicks, they have a big history and they have a lot of great fans. Like I tell you right now, last year we had a really bad season. I think we won one game, right?
I wasn't going to bring that up.
But
You
no,
brought that
no.
up.
But I'm talking about our fans,
Yeah.
our fan base. They were there.
That's
Every
dedication.
game, dedication.
And it's
Like,
like, I think we talk about this a lot on our pod about how soccer fans are just different, right? Because I work for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if I mentioned that, but like I can tell you when we're losing,
About 10 times.
that stadium, I didn't say it to them yet, that stadium will clear out though. Like it will clear out. But it's nice to see that I think that soccer fans, and again, we talk about this every week, it's just a different mentality supporting a team where you don't leave, you don't fade, you don't mix up. So it's really good to hear that the Sidekicks fans are like that too.
Yeah.
Can you all speak to that a little bit?
Yeah.
No, I would say I would agree with him. Like yesterday, we had a. It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday night. And we had a good fan base yesterday.
Yeah.
The stadium was a lot of people went. It was a good atmosphere. So like I'm saying, like he said, it's the fans here for the Sidekicks has really been.
I would imagine it is
Supporting
families
us.
mainly, isn't it? And with their kids that play soccer and a mum and a dad
yeah.
and God
Our
knows
fan
what
base
else.
is more like I said, it's like real family oriented. Like I have kids, I have 3 boys, so they love going to the games.
Oh, of course.
My wife loves going to the games with my kids. My kids enjoy it. I honestly play for my kids.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
playing for them so they can see me play still. So like every game I play, I try to play my heart out for the fans and for my family that are in the stands. Especially because like I'm saying, I'm from Dallas and I want to
Yeah, no, you're
Make-
putting on for the city,
for
right?
the city for sure.
That's
When
awesome.
I first came over here, so I don't know how long the Sidekicks have been going. When I first came here, I've been over here 30 years. The first sports game I got in Dallas, I got taken to the Sidekicks. I had a pub on Greenville Avenue and some customer, she used to go to the Sidekicks. And it was at Reunion Arena, which
Yeah.
isn't there anymore.
She invited Barry out, just to be clear. Just so y'all, she
Yeah,
invited
but we
Barry
got,
out.
so the fella that used to coach the Sidekicks then, Gordon Jago, have you heard of? Yeah, well, Gordon, I haven't. He really got soccer going in his town more than anybody. Even with the watching, as I said, the first games that we used to watch was called the FA Cup, and Gordon got a bar in Addison to put it on. And since then, we've taken over and we show it in all the Londoner. But he was, and then he got us a game once. This is the best game I've ever played in my life. I've played so many soccer games. The best one I played was at Reunion Arena, which was a shithole by then. I mean, the pitch was all coming
I've
up, and
been
there was
there.
leaks there, and it was God, what a dump. Anyway, well, you're expecting more when you go there. And all us English, we played against a load of Frenchmen. And English and the French, and it was kicking the shit out of it. Brilliant, I'm telling you. Best game ever, best game, and we beat the bastards. And the funny thing is,
we were different, man.
it was a season. You tell me this: when France got in the World Cup, and Thierry Henry was playing then. I think it might have been in
'98.
Yeah,
98 when they won the World Cup.
They didn't
That was-
score. Not when they won it. They were at the World Cup and they got knocked out of the early stages. Played 3 games. They did not score 1 goal.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Check it out. France
What
went.
year?
all right,
What year?
I don't know what year. It was the best year of my life. What year? It was brilliant. I could not. I still take the piss out of them when I see them. How can you go to the World Cup and you're playing teams that are like 20 divisions below you and you can't score 1 goal? You can't even get a penalty. Can't even get a fucking own goal allowed to you. You know what I mean? They were shit.
I mean,
Anyway, carry on.
France has recovered pretty well, to be fair to them, in recent
Well,
years.
actually, you couldn't get any worse, could you? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
the
it's only
bottom,
uphill
and the
from
only way up is up.
Anyways, Chris, or Cri, if you
Yes,
will.
sir. Yeah.
I know that you, I started jumping topics here, but I know that you have a special relationship with the Londoner and, you know,
Yeah.
Barry. Can you talk a little bit about that and what this place is like in terms of that soccer mentality that we were just discussing in Dallas?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been here for about a year, or maybe a little bit over a year. We're big on Premier League games. Like I said, I worked this past weekend. Packed. Like, it was, can't even scoot, can't even walk. So it's like, yeah, it's, the vibes here are like crazy.
Just insane.
Just insane. Yeah,
How would you
it's-
compare a typical, like that, this last weekend obviously was special, Man City, Liverpool, big game.
Yeah.
How would you compare a crowd for that compared to a Dallas Sidekicks crowd?
Ooh, man, it's the same.
It's the same?
Yeah, if you go to a game, it's the energy is just it's there. It's
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Do they televise it anywhere that you can you watch
Yes,
it?
Twitch.
Twitch streams all the Dallas Sidekicks games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like Moises was saying, like yesterday I was at the game and it was a Wednesday and we have our fans. It was packed. It was packed, so it was like it was a good vibe.
I'm guessing that's twitch.com/Dallas Sidekicks or something. Just I want to make sure to get it in the video so everyone knows where to watch.
I think MASL. Yeah, MASL.
It's the league, so it's not Dallas Sidekicks. It's the league. Okay, got you.
Obviously, being a team that is a lot, as I say, family based, I would imagine. Do you do stuff for the families there apart from coming to watch the game, or do they do other things where kids can come in there and coaching classes or whatever? I don't know. Do you?
I know the Sidekicks do a lot of appearances, so a lot of stuff for the community. They go out to different places, do camps, like in Southeast Dallas area. They go to like different places in Dallas to do community camps.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
And after the game, every game after the game, the fans are able to go on the field, so we can sign autographs, take pictures with the kids, and the kids, like I said, the kids love that. Taking a picture with us, signing, getting a signature from us. Mm-hmm. For us, it's real special because that's the least we can do. Yeah. Just give them a picture, give them some extra time after the game for them just to thank them that for them to be there. It's real special for them.
I ran on the field at Chelsea once and got arrested. Yeah, so it's
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
That was actually one of the best performances they've put on at Stamford Bridge in a long time. With Barry right now on that field.
And there'll be games where the kids will play at halftime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was a part of that growing up.
Yeah.
Oh
So
really?
growing up,
Yeah, talk about
I
that.
would watch the Sidekicks. You know, our club teams would take us there, and you get to play at halftime. You'll get to interact in the arena.
Did you ever
And
think when
so-
you were a kid playing at halftime, like, man, one day I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be actually on the actual team. I'll be the striker for the Dallas Sidekicks.
I'd tell you this, like growing up and watching those games, like they're fun. There's a lot of goals in indoor.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of contact in indoor. Mm-hmm. So growing up watching that, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. You know, like,
Really?
but yeah, because I mean, you're so used to the outdoor game,
Yeah,
which
it
is
is
so
different.
it's not the same. But now that I'm playing it, it's fun. It's a lot
He
of fun.
adjusted very well.
Yeah, is he being like super humble right now?
Yeah,
This
he's
guy's
very
a
humble,
menace
yeah,
up
very
top type
humble.
thing.
Yeah.
When one of you score, I mean, do you take your shirt off like Tattoo used to do and rave around
Like,
there?
do you
Or
have
not
a
allowed
favorite
to
goal
do that?
celebration? Do you do something special?
I honestly, I just run back to
Yeah,
goals.
he just runs back to the
Mr.
goal.
Mr.
What do you do?
Professional
What do you
over
do?
here. Mr.
Nothing,
Professional.
I just say hi if I'm at
You're
home.
a defender.
I just
You
say
have
hi
to have
my family.
something. No, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
have
yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah.
I just say hi to my family. I kiss my wrist and my ring. And
Oh, you got the
that's it.
Suarez thing going. Yeah.
And you can't ask Chris what you do when you score because he's never scored.
Oh wow!
Okay, go and watch him. Go and watch
We
him.
want them to come back,
To be
Barry.
fair,
We're friends.
I'm
We're
only
friends.
like 10 games with Sidekicks because last season I got
Injured.
signed towards the end of the season,
Mm-hmm.
and then this year my third game I got injured. So
How often do you train? How many days or nights or week or whatever?
We train usually every morning, every day.
Okay.
Every day.
Usually
Wow.
every day. So
Like
we
early
played,
in the morning?
We played yesterday. We had a day off today.
Okay.
That we train at 8 a.m. every day.
Wow, so it really is a big commitment for these guys just to continue to be on these teams. Because it really is. You're waking up early, you're going out, you're sweating it out, and then you're going about your regular life for the rest of the day, right?
dude, and I'm on the other side of Dallas, and so I gotta hit the highway by like 6.
Bro, you better start scoring.
just to
make
make-
this
just
worth
to-
it. You
just
better
to
start
make it-
scoring to start making these trips worth it. All right,
Yeah,
you gotta
for
start
sure.
putting some in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I do want to touch on. I know you all have a couple games coming up. I think there's 3 home games left this season. Actually, I'm gonna cheat and use my book 'cause I wrote it down. But I want to just make sure I get these dates right for everyone in case anyone's looking to go.
You ever seen a professional announcer do that shit? Take a book out.
I've written the
Oh,
notes for
come
the
on.
professional
You should
announcers
know
that
it.
do this. So
Okay.
yeah, they do.
Sorry,
this
this is
Sunday
embarrassing.
this Sunday the 17th, y'all are facing Milwaukee. The 24th next week you face the Texas Outlaws, and then the 30th y'all face the St. Louis Ambush. Can we get any predictions? Anything? How y'all think those games are gonna go? How we're feeling leading up to the big end of the season?
I mean, I think we're gonna do pretty well. I mean,
3-0?
it's been a long season. We put in the work. I think our fans deserve to be able to come up on top. And I mean, we're every day. The whole team, coaching staff, everybody in the organization. We're working hard to be able to give our fans what they deserve. So
Yeah,
I think we'll have good results with those 3 games.
and a lot of people think like the indoor game is like people say it's easy, and
Get out there.
once you suit up and you're out there, it's like it's all a different experience. People say I've heard people say, "Oh, I can do that. I can do this." I'm like,
What do you think when someone says that? All of you. This is when people look at the indoor game and they think it's a lesser league, or easier than outdoor soccer per se, or anyone could do it like you just said. What's y'all's mentality? Obviously, you two have been on the team for 2 years. You just transitioned to the indoor games, so you might be able to speak on this one a little better too. What's it like when y'all hear that stuff?
I mean, my rookie year, my first game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had the nerves a little bit.
Yeah,
but
that's
you know,
normal.
I mean, I adapted quickly. But like I said, like people like to talk and say, you know, oh, I can do that, or you know, people like to talk about it. So I'm like, it's like,
I mean, it's like I said, like my first game last year. My first game, I was in for like 30 seconds and I was gassed out.
Okay.
Like your shifts, if they're longer than a minute, you're not gonna be able to.
So
defend.
it works like hockey. Just so our audience, in case anyone doesn't know, the game is played like hockey, where you are changing on the fly constantly.
We have 3 different lines on the we have power play, all that, right?
Yeah.
So like my very first shift, like I was gassed out and my hamstrings and my quads, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're like, what the hell, that was 30 seconds.
And so like I got out, but you know, as the game went on, your body, you know,
you get used to it.
Yeah.
And you just transitioning into the indoor game, how can you speak about like just the difficulties and the nuances of it a little bit more?
Yeah, for me, at the end of the day, like for me, like defending is defending. I like to defend.
Yeah.
So I just try to do my best there. But
You're just a
the
killer,
challenges that
aren't
I
you?
have in the inner game is more like their set pieces. So like their corner kicks, their free kicks. Like sometimes I don't know where to stand. Sometimes I don't know where to be at. That's what's been like my struggle. Like when there's like a
Just
free kick for
mentally
them,
sticking up for that,
it's just where to be and where to stand.
Yeah.
Like they have like they know where to go. Like certain angles to be.
Yeah.
That's what's been like the most
Like you said,
struggle.
angles are everything, right?
So and then too, I'm not used to. Some guys use the wall a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not used to like people using the wall, you know.
Yeah, it's
so
not a
I
thing in
just gotta-
soccer.
So when they use the wall, I just try to bump them so they don't get past me.
He's a killer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a killer. And I think he's being mad humble today. I could tell this guy's just like run through some people type thing, right?
you got a good resume. You got a
Good resume. All right, I like
you got a
that.
good resume.
Is it harder or easier to score a goal, a penalty? I know you're closer, but there's a lot less to shoot at, isn't there? And especially if they got a fat goalkeeper. I'm serious.
I don't know if
This
it's
guy's a
in
forward, so
indoor,
you
I
gotta
don't
ask
know.
him.
I tell you, I've never taken a penalty kick indoor.
You got 3 games left this season.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully,
I
get
think you
one.
should do it. Yeah.
I think you
And
gotta
then-
do it now. Once this gets
If there's
published.
a penalty, he gets it, okay? And I want the shirt coming off and all that shit.
And we're not wearing
I did have a dribble up last year. I missed it. Like they do have dribble ups,
Okay.
right?
Like the
And-
old
Oh,
school,
like
old school
like the
dribblers.
old school MLS. You
Yes,
start.
we have 5 seconds.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, you start from the midway line basically. And you dribble the ball up, and you get 5 seconds to shoot the ball on the keeper, right?
Exactly.
All right. So how would your dribble up go? I know it
mean,
didn't have a ball.
I missed it. The goalie blocked it.
Okay.
Right? But I mean, it's the goal's so small. Like he
Yeah.
comes out.
Oh,
you
we're
know,
not.
so it's
Just
just like
I'd miss it too,
So
bro.
the
Don't get me
goalie
wrong.
blocked it.
yeah.
Yeah, I like how he started with. I like how he
That's
started
still
with.
a miss. Okay.
See, I like it. No, very. He started with I miss, and halfway through the sentence he changed to
He did,
goalie
didn't he?
blocked.
I heard it. He said, I
he
missed
had
it.
to-
What a goalie
I'll
stopped
give him.
it.
I'll
No,
give
he
him
missed.
credit.
That's called adjusting on the fly right there. All right, I do want to ask y'all, this is a favorite question of mine, is a little bit chance for you bragging yourselves. Of your career, what is your favorite moment so far? It can be signing for a club, it can be a certain goal you've scored, it can be someone you've taken out in the pitch, I don't know. But if y'all had to like think back as like the greatest moment of my soccer career thus far, what would it be? And you can take a second if you want. Barry, you can answer this too. I know you've got plenty going on.
Well,
The greatest moment of your career for soccer-wise. You can answer this too if you
yeah, I
want.
remember one game. Really,
I'll let you
really
start
good,
what
yeah.
they think. You
Yeah.
start, they think.
No,
Go
it
for
wasn't a
it.
game. I got laid afterwards. You don't forget that. I'm telling you. Yeah.
All right, we're not going to let Barry speak.
That's what you call scoring.
No, for me, I played for FC Dallas for 8 years.
Okay.
So like my dream was always to play for. I used to go to Dallas Burning games
Yeah.
when I was younger. So my dream was to play for FC Dallas. I played for the youth academy. That was a highlight of my life, signing a pro contract with FC Dallas.
Wow.
But after that, like my biggest moment in my career, like when I realized like I made it, like for my friends and for my family, is when I played internationally with Guatemala on the national team.
Really? What was that experience like?
That's totally different. International is totally, it's a different from the MLS to international. They play the games different. They play with so much passion.
Yeah.
There's so much people watching you. So like I said, for me, the game, the highlight of my career was the game against Mexico. Because me growing up here in Dallas, a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Mexican people. So me growing up, I always used to watch the Mexican League growing up.
Yeah, Liga MX, yeah.
So Liga MX, watching
Chivas.
Chivas, America, Pumas, Monterrey Tigres.
Yeah.
So like my idols growing up were always like Ochoa,
Yeah.
Chicharito, all those players. So
Of course.
in the Gold Cup, we played a game in Arizona.
Yeah.
I remember walking out of the tunnel, It was like 75,000 fans there.
Good Lord, man.
And seeing my parents, my brother, my dad, I flew them out to the game.
Yeah.
Just seeing them in the stands, that game always sticks with me. It gives me chills every time I talk about it because
Dude, I love
that's
that.
the moment. Like I was walking out of the tunnel, like seeing all these guys I used to idolize
The
growing
national
up.
pitch on on the pitch, yeah.
And then singing national anthem, see my dad and my brother way up like in the stands up
Did
there.
they
Just
cry?
my parents, my brother, my dad were crying.
There it is.
And then I got emotional too because I think, okay, like thankfully, like, this was my dream. This was all. It was for all this moment, like all my hard work, my parents' hard work, was for that moment. So that game, that moment always stuck to me. Like one of the most special moments of my career is just that game and just walking out and seeing my dad, my brother there.
That's beautiful.
Just supporting me. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck topping that, you two.
I was gonna say,
yeah, good luck. I should have let him
Yeah,
go.
we ain't gonna
I
talk
didn't know
that.
he was gonna deliver a banger like that. I should have wrapped up the pod
I'll
right
tell you
here.
what, I'll tell you what.
We'll
okay,
edit that. We'll
don't
edit that.
try and beat him. Just say,
I'm not gonna be
We're
here.
ending
I'm
with
not
him.
gonna be here.
Oh my God, that was like beautiful. That was so well said too.
Told you
Good
had a good
Lord.
resume, man.
and you can't say you got laid after a game. I've used that one.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Between Barry and
Like I said, we should end it with him.
Yeah.
'cause,
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'd have to say mine. So I played junior college at Richland College. I'm a coach there now.
Okay.
Right. So I think my highlight for me is just 2006, make it to national final. We win 3-0.
Okay.
I scored 3 goals. So
He buried the headline in the papers there, didn't he? He's like, oh, we did all this. It was all me. I scored the hat trick.
But
No, you should have started with that.
that's my like.
Yeah, they had
How did it feel? How did it feel to bag the third? Be honest. Like, had you just
So
mentally, what was
to
you
be
what were you
honest,
feeling?
all season we were ranked like 8th in the nation.
A little
like,
disrespected, you felt?
Yeah, because I mean, the way like the NJCAA works is like all their voters are up north, and so like the number.
So
one
they got
team in the-
favorites,
So
basically.
the number 1 team in the nation, we're playing them in the final at their house. You know?
You're an enemy. Was it packed?
Herkimer, yeah.
Was it
Oh,
packed?
it was packed.
Yeah?
It's,
75,000 streaming your name at
or
the thing?
something like that. Yeah.
It probably felt like that.
Yeah, it felt like it,
I'm sure,
so
yeah.
we're up 2-1. They're on us, to tie the game. There's like 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
They get like 4 corners in a row.
Jeez.
I'm on the back post or the front post, I don't remember. They hit a corner. We clear it out, and I just sprint. 2 defenders are going to get the ball, and I just sprint right through them.
Yeah.
Take a goalie.
Did you go around
End the
them?
game, yeah.
Nice.
The game ended, and
Place
I
go
mean, that's
wild.
probably one of the, the
What was that feeling of when you rounded the keeper, tapped it in, just euphoria, looking at the
I
fans
mean,
people going crazy?
yeah,
do you
like
remember, do you
we
remember it
ran
at all?
towards those fans. Like I tell you, we heard it all
Yeah.
from those fans. Like everything that you can hear from a fan, like we heard it all throughout the game.
Good and bad, I'm guessing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
we don't got to get into that, I'm
so
sure.
we ended up just celebrating like with those
Let 'em have
fans.
it. Let them have it, bro.
yeah,
You did it. Let
for
them know what's
for
up.
sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's one of the best. Like because growing up, I grew up here in Dallas, and like Christian and I, we played men's league, and we played for Nortex Rayados, right? That's one of the only men's leagues that's made it to like the 3rd round of Open Cup.
Oh, yeah.
We ended up playing Houston Dynamo at their
That's
stadium,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
And so like
Gained a
I've
draw on
had
MLS
like
team.
games like that. We played against Oklahoma City, like Energy, like
Yeah.
we beat them, right?
Wow.
We played against Scorpions, like and they beat us, but like it was a really good game, and I've scored on them, but like just that moment, like at the junior college level, being able to win the national.
No, I think
championship
some of
was-
the lower level soccer in the Dallas area is really high. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Denton Diablos, but
Yeah,
yeah,
sure,
I used to call their games a couple
Okay,
years ago
cool,
when they
yeah.
won the MPSL, and it's really cool to see the journey of those like smaller clubs go on to face, and they got in the Open Cup. And if you ask my boss Damon Gocher, there was a lot of controversy. There was a very bad missed call. I don't want to get into it, but it is so important for those clubs to have those moments. The fact that you went all the way to facing an MLS club is truly incredible.
So we've got 75,000 people, a hat trick. Come on.
Yeah, no pressure.
I mean,
boss.
you took
No
the words out of my
pressure,
mouth.
boss.
I
No
mean,
pressure,
I'm
boss.
just saying, like, like I said, I played junior college as well. I think the most. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
The best moment of your career, like if you could just relive one moment of your soccer career every day over and over again, what would it be?
I think it'd be my sophomore year of college. That's when I'm a very humble player,
Yeah.
and a lot of times I don't really give myself the credit of how good I am. But yeah, so my sophomore year, I ended up finishing All-American, first team All-American, being this top
Okay.
You know,
The
go-
shoulder
go-
shrug, like he's all American, like, something like that's
I was
huge,
ranked. I was
bro.
ranked second in the nation for goal scoring.
Man.
Yeah. So and like Albert was saying, even playing against Houston, that was an experience. And yeah, but I feel like
Did you have a favorite goal from that season when you were just bagging all of them? Anything on top of your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's something, bro. I was a
Yeah,
striker too.
yeah.
Come on now.
So I think the ref had called. He called a foul on me, but I didn't foul.
Of course.
So
Always gonna say. Of course. No.
Wasn't a foul.
wasn't a foul.
No,
check this.
no good striker ever is called. You
Don't touch him. Like what?
Yeah. So we get a goal kick like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
And my goalkeeper just sends it. And it just happens to fall to my feet, and I just crank it from halfway and upper 90. I told Rev, I was like, ball don't lie. I told Rev, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. That's cool.
I was like,
Return to that. That's very Thierry Henry. Return to the ref.
Yeah,
And be like,
it's on my
yeah.
Instagram. If y'all don't believe me, it's on my Instagram.
Shut up. Get plug your Instagram. Tell them where to find it. Tell them where to find it. Give them the handle.
Cri CriX10, find me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Find
Do you
best
know
goals
what's
ever
quite
Scroll
seen.
all the way down.
One day you'll get as old as me, if not older, hopefully. But I can remember goals I've scored 40 years ago. It's amazing sometimes. It's clear in your head. I remember a
Yeah.
few goals I've scored, and you do.
What's your
remember
favorite
them.
goal you've ever scored, Barry?
It's what?
Your favorite goal you've ever scored?
It was an own goal. Yeah, I fucking hated our goalkeeper. That teacher, you bastard. That teacher. Yeah.
Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah.
Just to give him
No, I didn't.
Wait, so what happened? Tell us the story.
No, actually, the goal I remember, and I've told you this on here, I had scored a goal over in London, and I've slid across the pitch on my belly, and I got up and there was all dog shit down the front of me. That's what happens when you play in just regular fields, not like you lot get to play on. Yeah, so I remember that goal.
Oh, man.
Oh my
No, but the
goodness.
goals you say is true. I remember my first goal when I was playing soccer. I was like 5 years old. I still remember that moment like it was yesterday.
Tell us. Don't leave us
No,
hanging
I
like
like
that. Tell us
just
the
like
goal.
my recreational league. I played in Garden Soccer Association. It was just like it was a free kick. It was 2 touches. I remember. So the guy just tapped and I just fucking toe poked it, and it went in. I remember.
5 years old. He knows the
All
exact
three of
technique
you
he
are
used
lucky
to
that
score
I
the
don't
goal.
play anymore. Only because I've hurt my toe.
Oh, are we
I
lucky?
mean, if I were playing again, and you know,
Oh, yeah?
this is how good I
You
was.
think you could take more shots?
I would. This is how good I was when I played indoor soccer, five-a-side. Okay, the goals I always used to score, I used to chip the goalkeeper. You do that in indoor soccer. That's how good I was.
I was known
Chip
for
the
having a
goalie.
spoon foot.
No, you can't. They're the goals that high
'cause
still.
I would chip.
Yeah, they're
That was my.
well, actually pretty. They're probably like this.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of the goals when they're really small. I mean, you can't chip a goalie.
No, they're probably like right
They
here.
can,
Basically,
unless if they want to come out.
If,
yeah.
it,
Yeah, I
makes,
don't know,
if
but-
it makes it more difficult to score, please know that that's the situation Barry scored in. All right, like the more difficult the circumstances were, that's when he's scoring the goals. That's who he is.
Honestly, as long as I can walk, I'll play soccer. I've hurt my big toe. Of all the injuries I've had, and I don't know whether it's worth to go and get it operated at my age, you know, whether I'll be able to play again. But I just getting out there. It's therapy. You get out there, you kick, you cuss. I'm going to tell you a story, okay? And when I played, I used to play with all the English and Irish and Scots. We used to play against each other, but when we got older, we all joined forces. So we're playing North Dallas Sunday League, and we're playing, and whenever our English and Irish and that played against an Hispanic team, it was every time it was World War III. I mean, you're doing this, you're doing that, and it's a different. We play different styles anyway, and no matter what, when I'm playing, I mean, I talk a lot anyway, but I'm the mouthiest little piece of shit you're ever going to play against. You know, I love it. I love the trash talk. Anyway, so me and this fella on their side, we're kicking the crap out of each other. All of a sudden, he kicked me up in the air, and I came down on my back. And my team thought I've never had a. Not over here. I don't fight, but you get in their faces, you know. And they thought this fella kicked me up in there, and they thought I was going to get in his face. Well, as I got up, the referee's giving him a yellow card. So I put my arm around him and I said, "Hey, ref, don't give me a yellow card." I said, "Please, don't give me a yellow card." I said, "Give him a green card. They all need one." And I got sent off. But all my team, most of my team were illegal, but because they're English, but they were over here. Yeah, I got sent off for that.
Oh my God! How many times have you gotten sent off in your
Typical
career?
Barry, man.
Have y'all ever been sent off in your careers?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that was a quick head nod from Albert there.
Yeah.
Tell us, give us
Last year I got a red card
give us the story. Give us the story. What happened?
against Ortiz.
Ah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
Mesquite Outlaws,
That's our
our rivals.
Yeah, that's the
They're
second
from-
to last game of the season, right?
Yeah, and so last year, I mean, he was just poking at me.
How
You
dare
know,
he? How dare he?
and so there was a play where I have the ball. He kind of falls, takes me down with him, and at this point, right, it's my first year. I forget there's cameras all around, right? as I'm going down, I just kind of throw an elbow.
Your arm slipped.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't really,
Just
you know, I
stretch it a
connected.
little
Not,
gray- little gray area.
Not really. You know, I shouldn't have done that.
You're a good
You
man
know,
admitting you were
afterwards.
guilty.
But in indoor, you can throw a red flag to challenge.
Okay.
So they challenged, right? He elbowed me. Challenge. They go look at it.
A little
They
VAR.
see-
and they
Oh,
got
do they
you.
have that there?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
One
They
challenge.
saw
What about
it,
you?
red card.
Chris, red cards in your career?
Nah.
You're just a perfect player.
Just, I'm not. I'm
You're
nice,
so
but
humble.
I'm lethal. I'm lethal,
Lethal.
but I'm
But you're
nice.
smart with it. You're
I'm
smart,
smart with it. What's that?
Big defender.
Plenty,
over
huh?
here.
No, when I was younger, I got. Because when I was younger, when I started my
Yeah.
professional career, I would go in hard all the time.
Of course.
But as I got older, I was obviously smarter.
Yeah.
So my first one was in the MLS, I think, against Portland Timbers. That wasn't a red card.
Yeah. What happened? Talk me through it.
I don't remember the play. We're all playing away at the Timber Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what happened. I remember the ball just hopped up, and I slid, but I got the ball, and
Yeah.
the guy flew and did like 2 circles.
Was this pre-VAR era?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
you never had a chance
So
to
yeah,
get the right call.
that really wasn't a red card. And the second one I got was against LA Galaxy here at home.
Mhm.
That one was a red card.
Who'd you foul? There was no. There was. I love that it was like not even a beat between like, okay, yeah, no, that one was fair.
I honestly don't remember who it was.
But what happened?
That time they had I think Robbie Keane was on the team.
That's what I was
one
wondering,
of
the
them.
era of it all. Yeah.
I remember the ball bounced. The guy like chested down.
Mm-hmm.
So I was behind him, and I just tried to like, get the ball, and I fucking went.
Yeah.
That was a red card.
Yeah.
Sound like Moises for sure.
When you're playing and you put in a good, hard, crunching tackle, I mean, there's nothing better. A fair one, I really
Yeah,
mean
of
that.
course.
Yeah.
You put in a hard tackle, oh, that was good. But also, when you get one against you, you think, that was a good tackle.
I-
I mean, do you get that?
I've personally say if somebody like takes me on like a good play,
Yeah.
I'm like damn, he got me.
Yeah.
Like I would like I want to make an excuse. Or like in tackle too, I've been tackled before because I used to play left back. For most of my career, I played left back. So there'll be times the defender will come to the game like damn,
Fair play.
that was a good one. Yeah.
Do you remember playing against Moises?
When?
Remember, we played against you at the FC Dallas Stadium. It was Rayados and.
Oh yeah, that's when I was yeah. I remember.
Oh yeah.
How'd that go when you two faced up?
He was
He was bossing y'all.
Oh,
he was on me. I was like, man, you know what? It's like
I'm going home. Oh, he said I'm going home.
I remember when I was like 19 years old. The MLS used to have a reserve league,
Yeah.
so the guys that wouldn't play on the first team, they play in the reserve league. And I remember they invited Albert to play a few games with us.
I did. Yeah, I did. That's when Profe Pareja was there. I actually ended up going to Colorado with y'all.
Yeah, I remember that trip.
Played here
You had braids.
against Houston. Yeah, I had braids. It's
Cornrows.
huge. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
You gonna
I had
bring
a
it back?
I had a grill. I had my Jordan.
Have you ever
Yeah.
considered bringing any
he's
of
a
that
whole
back?
different man.
Have you thought
Yeah,
about bringing
yeah,
any of that
totally
back?
No,
Ever?
no.
Not
Yeah, I
like
remember.
So I'm
like a last
I'm a
game of the-
teacher now, so I have to, like I have to.
So like removable grills,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
so you mentioned that your red card was against someone from the Outlaws. I know you're playing them in like a week or so. Is said person still on the team? Are you looking forward to reuniting with them?
He is, and I mean we've played him a few times this year already, and I mean
There's
just,
nothing anymore?
No, it was just a thing
You're
where
not saving anything for the last game of the
Nah,
season?
nah,
I'm
I'm
trying to
just-
get you in trouble here.
What?
So.
What's the furthest game that you have to play? Which city?
Here,
Yeah, whenever you're playing in
Whenever
the
you go on
league.
the road, yeah.
Yeah.
maybe Tacoma last year. I don't know. You weren't Tacoma. They're in Seattle, right?
yeah,
That's it,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a
That's
hike,
the way, isn't it?
That's a
Yeah.
hike, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then one more thing I want to ask: what are the months of the season? Based, I know it's wrapping up soon. When will it restart back up? Just for people listening and want to know when the season's going to kick off again, basically.
I think we start preseason training in September.
Okay, so you have the summers off, basically.
September?
October.
I think officially is like
November, right?
November
yeah.
through
get together in October.
Yeah.
November through March, basically.
Or if you
I
make
think the
playoffs,
first
you go
game
to
was like
April.
November.
And then playoffs. What's the playoff system like in the Arena Soccer League?
No clue.
I honestly don't
it's
know.
I know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, y'all get to figure that out.
Yeah.
sooner or later, right? Hopefully,
Yeah,
you get to
for
learn,
How do
live
you
and learn
actually
there.
get involved with the Sidekicks to begin with? Do they see you playing somewhere else, or is there like an open casting call
Yeah,
type thing?
75,000 people watching them, Barry.
No,
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
know.
but 75,000 could have thought he was shit. I mean, it takes time to think you're not.
I got man of the
Was there
match
one
that game.
person
I got
that
man of the
didn't
match
think
that
you
game.
were?
That
Tell
game.
him,
I
tell
got
him.
man of the match that
His
game.
family
honestly.
was there. His family was
I
there.
don't know. You're lucky, I tell you. Now, this is a true story. So, I was born over here in Wichita Falls, Texas. My mum's English and got divorced when I was 5. Yeah. So, I didn't know anything about soccer until I moved to London. And I got in there, and I remember twice in my life, I didn't grow up with a dad. My dad lived over here. And not having a dad. So when ever I played soccer, there's twice in my life I cried not having a dad. And one of them was when we had a five-a-side soccer team and we got in the final and I scored the winning goal. And all the other family were there and I didn't have anybody watching me. And I never did. So one of the things I'm going to do, the Londoner pub, there's 3 of them. We're going to get involved. I will get some people involved to see what we've got, and I want to do more Londoner pubs around, wherever. And one of the things I really want to do is do a soccer charity where a certain part of the pub money goes towards a charity. And it means getting involved with bigger people and people with, I've just got it going, this is where we go, take it forward. And I want to do a soccer charity called Street Feet. One of the things over here, do you say you played for FC Dallas Youth Academy?
Yeah.
Nothing against them, but it's so expensive to play for some of these soccer teams, and it shouldn't be. And I mean, I want to do something where if a kid can't afford it, we'll get his boots, we'll get that. That's what I really want to do that more than the pub. But the pub will get me there, only because I didn't grow up with a dad. My soccer coaches were my dad, and you don't know how much influence you got with kids when you're there and that. And especially if one hasn't got a dad, you can be that person. So as long as you do that, once you finish your playing career. And yours is about 2 weeks' time, because I've heard.
I don't know about y'all, but when he said your soccer coach like your dad, did each of you have an individual coach that popped into your head immediately?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm in the same boat as him. Like my dad, he's never been in my life, and like he said, growing up, there was a few instances where, as a kid, I was just like, everybody, like their dads were there for them. We had like a dad and son type of thing, and I was by myself. So, I mean, all of my soccer
Did it
coaches
get you
were,
sometimes? I mean, maybe one time like that?
I was at one time when I was younger, and then after that, I was just like...
Yeah, of course you do.
When you see it, it's different.
For sure, yeah, so...
But how did the coaches play that role in your life of just stepping in?
I've had a few coaches in my life that they've been so good to me, just, guiding me the way that I, needed to be guided and just helping me out. I mean, single mom... 4 kids, she couldn't really afford for me to play club, so those coaches had to take on that burden and, scholarship for this, scholarship for that.
I'm sure that for them, seeing you where you are now as not only a coach for a collegiate team, like you said, but a professional soccer player, bagging goals up top, knowing the angles, as you say, they must be so immensely proud of what you've done in your life, man, truly.
I'm thankful for everybody who helped me out, throughout my life, so
that's incredible.
It's a good feeling,
Y'all have coaches that popped in your head when Barry said that someone basically is like a father to you in this sport?
Yeah, I say my very first coach. He's the one that he was tough, but at a reasonable, he was reasonable about it. Made me see things differently. Made me the player I am because in a way, he was so tough to where I don't react how Albert reacts, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very, I get into the game, but, I'm
it keeps you level-headed to an extent.
Level-headed, yeah. And growing up, I had a tough coach to where he was, always yelling, so I was playing for Texans growing up. I started at 8 years old, and very tough coach, but definitely, taught me a lot. And, my mom said, my mom was like, You're messing up. That's you. He's getting onto you for a reason. So
take that responsibility a little bit more.
Yeah. So my first coach, and that was probably the best team I was with because we're ranked second.
Best team bar Dallas Sidekicks. Yeah. I'm not. All right, I'm saving you here. All right.
Yeah. So that was, and by far that was probably the best team I was with. Going to Dallas Cup with that team.
Oh, Dallas Cup. Yeah, I'm from Georgia, and we'd send a team at Dallas Cup every year. Yeah. For you, favorite coach?
I have a lot of good coaches growing up. Thankfully, I have one of my favorite coaches, obviously Francisco Molina. He's he's well known here in Dallas. He's coached me. He's been helping me a lot since my transition from stop playing. So I stopped playing outdoor soccer already. So he's helped me a lot with my transition to coming back home to Dallas because I've been out for the last maybe 8 years out of Dallas. And like he said, one of my main reasons I stopped playing soccer, outdoors, because I wanted to come home. I have 3 boys. I have 3 kids. I have my older son. My older son. He's from my girlfriend from high school. So it was from when I was younger. So for the last 8 years, it was tough for him. I've been away a lot from him. From also my kids with my wife, we have 2 boys also. So it's been tough for my wife too because I was playing in Guatemala the last year I was in Miami at the USL. Then the years before that I was like in 3 years in Guatemala. They were with me, but now my kids go to school, so they moved back to here to Dallas. So that just the reason I stopped playing is so I had options to keep playing. I had options in the USL still. I had options in Guatemala, but the reason I stopped playing is so I could be with my family and spend time with my boys, see them play, because my wife would take them to games by themselves.
Yeah, and you'd be gone.
And I would be gone traveling and stuff. So that was the main reason why I came back home. And it was for my family, so I could be with my boys. Because like I said, I know how it is. Like thankfully, my dad was in my life growing up. But it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't for my dad. I feel like all the driving he did, all the money he spent on me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't live my dream. So like I want to give that back to my boys, to my kids.
That's beautiful.
Time to my wife. So that's the reason I stopped playing. And I came back home, and thankfully, the Dallas Tigers called me, and I'm here now. And so that's, like I said, now my wife can enjoy the games here with her family, with my kids. My family comes to the games. She can finally enjoy soccer, just not alone, because I'm in Guatemala playing. She's at the games by herself with my kids, like 3-4 hours early before the game, by herself. My older son's always here in Dallas, so it's been tough for my family and I. So thankfully now my wife, the Sidekicks gave me that so I can enjoy my soccer and without being stressed out that my wife is by herself. So now she enjoys it. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm back here, and I'm with like he said, I want to give back to my kids. It's their time to live their dream. They all play soccer, so I want to give like my dad gave to me. I want to give back to them. Are
they defenders like you?
No,
defenders like Dad.
My older one, he's a left midfielder. I want to make him a left back.
Okay, yeah, you're like, come on.
So I feel like he's a left foot. I feel like he has a take to be a left back.
Are they lefty?
My older son's left back. He's left-footed, I'm sorry.
He's left-footed?
My other 2 boys, my younger one, he's 6. He's just starting playing. He's right-footed. My little one, he's 4.
So they're just getting into it.
They're just getting into it.
Yeah, they don't really have positions and stuff.
I don't know if I'll see what position I
But
see.
you've already got the prototype following the footsteps for the next.
Well,
the next
it's up to them.
back.
It's whatever they want to do. If they want to play soccer, my wife and I, we're going to support them.
That's awesome, man.
But my goal for them is to play, to go to school. I want them to go to school.
That's beautiful.
To get a scholarship, because I ain't trying to pay for
That's expensive.
So I want them, so my goal is for my kids to go to college.
Years ago, a lot of you'd get players coming over here from England and what have you, because it was to get was it easier to get a college sponsorship, whatever you call it over here?
Scholarship.
Yeah, but with soccer, because that was it used to be no one was doing it, and you could get in that way. Is it that more difficult now, or is it as hard as anything else, any other sports they do? I would imagine it is.
I'll talk a little bit about that. It just depends. D1, Division 1, they have a lot of rules with like foreigners and stuff like that, right? But then you'll have like a NAIA university, which they have no cap on foreign players. So, and they're private schools that they can give out money, like crazy. Yes. At Richland, where I'm at right now, because we're a junior college Division 3, that just means that we don't give out scholarships like junior college Division 1s. So we're able to recruit, let them know, hey, our tuition's so low, but if you play for our program, you end up getting a scholarship whenever you go somewhere else. Right? So it's just like...
That's a cool concept.
Oh, it's like, for us, the past 6 years at Richland has been amazing.
It's awesome.
Right, 6 national championships.
Okay.
Right, for the first...
Flex it out. Let's go. Flex it out.
For the first,
Man, it's Tom Brady over here. With 6 rings.
For the first, 4 seasons, we're undefeated with, 3 ties. It's just been crazy. But we are sending a lot more of our student athletes to Division 1, Division 2 on full rights.
And is that just as important to you as winning those national titles, seeing those kids grow up and go to the bigger platforms?
That's the best, because whenever I was there, right, we didn't have the support, right? We had the great coach, but we didn't have the support academically to help us out and guide us and hey, do this, and then you're gonna transfer out, right? And we didn't have that back then, and now the head coach, Raul Herrera, shout out, he does a great job. Even the players that don't play, they're transferring out with scholarships to
go play
schools.
somewhere.
Yeah,
I mean that's a massive win
so that's
on and off the pitch, man. That's incredible. That really is incredible. All right, I feel like we chatted a lot. Oh, do you have something else?
No, you wanted to say something.
No,
go for it.
No, I actually went to Richmond College's practice last week, I believe. Yeah. And the intensity, the level that they play,
tight shit.
They train. It was a great session. I wanted to just jump in and play.
Yeah.
Because
I think you three should have grown up in London, because then you didn't, because the chance of playing for someone, say, like FC Dallas and that, in London alone, there are 17 professional soccer teams.
Yeah.
And
In
Chelsea.
London alone.
And
There's
Chelsea.
4 of them in West London, and you shitbag, we're not even talking about that.
I had to.
You've
I had
you've
to.
got it coming now.
That
Don't
was
worry
too
about
free.
That.
That was too
I'm
free.
trying to be nice, and then you made me swear again.
Yeah, I made you say that. So I go on with your story.
Yeah, no, 17 professional. I mean, like when you watch the Cowboys here, there's no one else. You have to watch them or don't watch it. But with them, I know there's some. Yeah, that's a lot of teams in one city.
Yeah.
All right, I do want to wrap up with one more thing. I saw this the other day. Premier League Club did this. I just want to get one word that y'all feel when you take the pitch for the Dallas Sidekicks. If you could describe how you feel when you step out there for the Sidekicks, any shift or any moment in one word, what would it be?
I'd say family.
Family?
Yeah, like our team, like doesn't matter the struggles, doesn't matter what's going on, win, lose, tie, whatever. Like we're tight.
You feel
Right, that
family.
team, yeah.
I love that. I think that's so important for a club.
Yeah.
Cri.
I say motivated, just like kind of bouncing off of him, motivated just to, win, be with my brothers, and win for the family and win for the fans. So I'm always motivated when I step on the pitch.
For me, I'll say I'm blessed. It's a blessing just to play still. There's like even though it's like arena league, it's like a lower level. There's so many people that want to be in our shoes
Yeah.
and be where we're at.
Yeah.
And I'm saying like even though like I've played in a higher level, I'm still blessed to play and to be where I'm at. Because like I'm saying, I would just say blessed.
Yeah, all right. So family, motivated, and blessed. That is the Dallas Sidekicks in 3 words,
When I
folks.
step out on the field with the Sidekicks,
Yeah.
one word,
Yeah, go for it.
dreaming.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe you'll wake up one day, but family, motivated, and blessed. That's the Dallas Sidekicks in 3 words, y'all. Thank you guys for being here, spending your time with us. Make sure to go see the Dallas Sidekicks. Make sure you get out there, support them, be a part of that great family. And guys, thank you again for being here. Really appreciate your time today.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
That'll be it for us. Thanks, y'all. And that'll do it for us, guys, on this bonus episode of the Londoner Calling Pubcast. Again, a huge thank you to Albert, to Chris, to Moises for coming out here today and spending some time with us. And Barry, any closing words from you?
Yeah, we met some really nice blokes. I got Chris, he worked for part-time here at the Londoner, to afford him the time to go and play with the Sidekicks. And the other 2 have got families, and one's a teacher, and they don't just run out there and kick a ball. They have to put in a lot of effort so they can get that time to actually go and play for the Sidekicks for your enjoyment. So get out there and support them and watch them. Okay.
And thank you guys for being here. See you next episode.